Alicia here from Ben Franklin Community Garden. Today I'm going to show you a quick video on how to create sweet potato slips. If you're new to gardening and you don't know what a sweet potato slip is, the sweet potato slip is a sprout that comes off of a sweet potato, and we pluck it off and it grows roots, and then we're able to put it in the ground to produce sweet potatoes. Each sweet potato slip actually produces about a little over a pound of sweet potatoes. You can get anywhere between 4 to 8 sweet potatoes on each plant. Sizes can range anything from my small little ones here to the big giant fat ones that are really very large. So I'm actually going to show you two different processes to create sweet potato slips. One is a little slower method, the other one is a little faster method, depending on how much time that you have. The first method I'm going to show you actually could take anywhere between 6 to 8 weeks to produce a sweet potato slip. So what you need is a sweet potato. In order to get a sweet potato, you want to look for an organic sweet potato. You do not want to go for the conventional type of sweet potatoes. Those ones aren't going to really sprout for you. This one just happens to be one of my sweet potatoes left over from last season that I harvested. When I do sweet potato slips, I tend to take the ones that we kind of really don't want to eat a little bit there. And they actually produce quite a few sweet potato slips. The other thing that you're going to need either toothpicks, or in my case, I took a skewer, and I just broke my skewers up into little pieces here. You're going to need some type of container to put water in. You can use a glass jar, you can use a cup, whatever it may be. This year I'm going to use a jar, and the reason is so this way it's easier and it won't tip over, and I can actually see what the water level is. So what we're going to do is you're just going to take your sweet potato, and you just want to take your skewer or your toothpick, and you're just going to poke holes in here. And then you're just going to put it in your water, and that's it. You do want to change your water about every week, and you do want to keep your water up high here because you want to keep most of your sweet potatoes submerged in here. What you're going to notice is that you're going to see some sprouts growing at the bottom here. And you'll see them, and then you're going to see little buds, kind of like what your traditional potato does if you leave it in your cabinet too long. You see the buds and they start growing. That's what you're going to kind of see here, and then they're going to end up growing into a plant. If you actually check our Instagram page, I do have a photo of last year's sweet potato, and there's a giant slip coming up that we came up. What you want to do is you do want to keep your sweet potato in a warm area. What I like to do is I like to put them by my heater vents, so that way it helps speeds up the process in creating the slips. The next method I'm going to show you takes a little bit shorter period of time to create your sweet potato slips. What you're going to do is you're going to need a pan, and you're going to need some type of potting soil. This method, you're going to take your sweet potato, and you're actually going to kind of plant it in here. So for this one, you are going to take your pan, and you are just going to pop a couple holes in here. And this is for drainage purposes. You also want to get something to put the pan on. So in my case, I'm going to use this sheet, and you just put it on top there. You're going to take your dirt, and you're actually going to fill the bottom of your pan up here. You're going to put a little nice amount here. I'd say maybe about 2 inches worth of some type of soil here. You can see my soil there. And then simply what you're going to do is you are just going to take your sweet potato, and you're going to put it in the dirt. Just like that. And what you want to do is you'll want to water this. This as well is you want to keep in a warm area as well. So, put it by your heater vent, put it by a window. You can put it on a heating pad, something to create warmth in this, because just like our water method, this is going to also need some type of heat. This right here is going to give you sweet potato slips in about 4 to 6 weeks. Now, I will say that this video, we are going to have a series of it. The next steps in a couple weeks, once I start getting some sprouts, I will show you what to do once we start getting sprouts, and that will be our next video. Thank you, and I hope that you enjoy making sweet potatoes this year.